have always been the first to venture into the wilderness. Whether driven by necessity or a thirst for adventure, brothers Chris and Casey Keefer pit themselves as hunters and survivors in some of the world's most dangerous and unpredictable landscapes. Now, they face the punishing New Zealand wilderness. Dropped with only the clothes on their backs, the brothers' only chance of survival is to locate supply-yielding caches placed by the producers throughout their journey. To acquire them, the brothers must beat the clock and survive the gauntlet that is the New Zealand wilderness with virtually nothing.
Amazing grace, what sweet sight. See her dressed in white. I once was lost, but now I'm found through her amazing grace and a soft cotton lace.
Surviving across vast expanses of unknown wilderness is not for the faint of heart. Over the years, brothers Chris and Casey Keefer have proven time and time again they are willing to face these challenges head on. They've battled hunger.
We gotta eat as many as we possibly can.
Fatigue.
Oh my gosh!
Predators.
Yeah, there. He's coming right at us.
Freezing cold.
I'm not prepared for 11 degrees, man.
And wicked terrain throughout Alaska, the Yukon, and now New Zealand's South Island. Each new experience, mistake or success, etches itself into their memory.
We got a long ways to go.
The final days spent in these ancient corners of the world is always a challenge, as the land calls for them to stay, but they must actively work toward extraction. The brothers must once again put their journey behind them and set their sights on their final destination.
Okay, well, fire's built. You just stoke one up and build one in case somebody has to come in quick?
Yeah, well that's ready. All they gotta do is light it. So, got a little Java there?
I do. I'm sucking down the last little bit of black coffee.
Shall we sign the book?
Yeah, sign the book, and then we hit the road.
There we go.
This weather's changing, man.
You see that water right there? Definitely higher. It's got a little bit of color to it too. It's got to be some significant weather.
It's definitely bringing something different in because these peaks are completely snow covered.
Winter is here.
As long as we can stay out ahead of it.
Water like that, being a little bit higher, should be moving us downriver pretty decent.
Which is going to be great.
High, fast-flowing waters will help propel the brothers downstream, but with a damaged raft, the increased speed could also make the trip more dangerous.
Okay, you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's do this.
Let's go. Only problem is, I'll bet you $10 that raft is flat as a pancake.
Oh, yeah, she probably is gonna be flat.
That could pose an issue, especially in this floodwater.
Yep.
With less than 24 hours left and even less sunlight to navigate by, the brothers must make their way over 38 miles downriver toward their extraction site. With such a limited time window and the threat of an early winter storm on the horizon, the brothers can't afford any setbacks if they hope to make it to the LZ on time.
Look at that thing, dude.
Oh, glad you didn't take the bet.
This looks demoralizing.
To reinflate the raft would take time the brothers don't have.
Just a constant battle. Look at this thing. Gotta be all the seams. Everything's leaking now, man.
Definitely flat.
I don't know why I expected anything different, you know?
That right there might slow us down a little bit.
Yeah.
We don't have but one choice. Just to get it pumped up.
Pump it up. See how long it lasts. We're not riding anywhere like this.
This raft is literally the bane of my existence right now.
Chris and Casey Keefer are trying to reach their extraction site located several miles downriver. Forced to stop and reinflate their primary means of transportation time and time again, their quickly failing raft is proving more of a hindrance than a benefit. With only a few hours of sunlight left, their current pace is not a sustainable one if they hope to reach the LZ.
If all these seams are leaking, and so there's nothing to fix. And it's not like we have something to fix it with at this point. It's ridiculous. Come on. Well, I'm not feeling too good about this right now. We thought this was actually gonna speed us up with this river flow, but right now, I mean, we're just sinking, and it's just constant.
Dude, I'm like crazy flat back here. I'm actually taking on water, and I'm in water up to my waist.
Yeah.
So I'm over it. I'm just freaking pulling over and blowing this thing up. It's just burning time.
We're wasting a ton of time right now. We're not drafting. It's not a good situation. We gotta pull over and discuss this. This is not good. I can pull over right here, or try. No, I can pull off here.
Yeah, dude. I can hear this thing literally just leaking all over the place. I'm just getting soaked back here. Let's get it up there.
There. Slowing us down big time.
I'm done with
Frustrating
it,
right now.
I'm done with it. Like, when I say done with it, I mean, I'm done with it.
So what are you suggesting? We walk?
Leave it sit right here. Mark it. If we keep stopping every half mile to try and blow this thing up, there's no telling if we're gonna make it on time. My right arm is literally like, I could probably wring water out of my shirt, my jacket, I'm completely soaked. So if we did make it, I'd be swimming the rest of the way, and I'm not doing that. It's stupid. I'd be freaking hypothermic by the time I get there.
Okay, so what do you suggest? We just pillage the boat for stuff that we can take and then hit the ground?
Leave it right here. Pillage it for what we can get. I mean, probably take the rope, take the bow and the stern ropes here. That way if we got to cross somewhere or something, at least we can tether. Maybe that carabiner, shouldn't leave that behind, the carabiner and the flip line. Everything else, I mean, the raft's the raft. Leave it sit here. Mark it on the GPS. We'll figure it out. We got a chopper can fly in and pick it up. I'm over it.
I don't know. I'm sketchy about the whole situation because as soon as we leave the raft, we get into a situation down there where we're going to need it, and I don't know. We leave this, we're on foot, we're committed to being on foot. And that's miles and miles of walking right now, which again, I'm not opposed to doing.
I mean, I literally have zero leverage.
No, because the thing is, it's not holding there.
Dude, I'm all for walking because right now I'm swimming. We have time right now. If we decide pillage and bail, go on foot, we have time right now. We can push, we got miles to go, but we'll just bury our heads and go.
With rising water levels, should the brothers choose to leave the raft behind, they may inadvertently trap themselves on the wrong side of the river.
I'm over it. Follow you to the depths of Babylon on this one, I guess. I just want to make sure that we think it through, that if we leave it here, it's done, it's gone. We'll come back for it, but right now our main objective is get to extraction, and if we got to make ground, at least on foot we can make ground, so I agree with you.
Leaving the raft is a risky move. There would be no time to turn back should they suddenly need it.
Start pillaging.
Take the bow and the stern lines.
Yeah. God, I'm so wet. Just pissed me right off. Of course, they'd knot this rather than hitch it. FYI, this knot's gonna take a while to get undone.
Chris and Casey Keefer have decided to discard their unreliable raft and make the rest of their journey toward extraction on foot. The brazen decision could prove problematic downriver should the water levels continue to rise, but with no means of fixing the crippled raft, it would continuously cost them time and energy they don't have.
Got it?
I'm good. I get that raft up.
If that river rises, we don't want it downstream when we have to come back for it. Not that it would float anyway.
That's plenty.
Right here?
Yeah. That river rises that much in one day.
We're in trouble on foot, I can tell you
We got
that
bigger
much.
issues.
That's what I got.
Peace.
That's what I got for that. Oh, okay, now we gotta assess this, man.
I mean, we gotta find somewhere to cross.
Figure it out. You got the in reach?
Yep, I got it all in my pack. Peace, raft.
As afternoon gives way to evening, Chris and Casey are making up for lost time. The decision to make the trek on foot has been the correct one so far, but the river has yet to offer a viable crossing point.
Well, that's all she wrote for this gravel bar, huh?
This could pose a little bit of an issue.
Yeah. You just stopped, boom. Straight cliff down this
Oh,
edge.
this is a deep eddy too.
That's deep right there, guaranteed.
All right. Well, we got a couple options here when you run out of gravel. We could, in fact, use the rope. If we wanted to rope up, one of us could anchor. We could try to cross right here.
Like back in this flat somewhere.
Yep.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
Only thing I worry about with that is at this kind of level of water, I don't know how deep that channel is out there, and it could be disastrous quickly.
Oh yeah. You can't tell how deep it is at all. Plus, it's moving pretty swift.
Yeah. Even though we're roped up, if one of us was out there and let's say we did go down, the other one's anchored not good enough, we're both in.
Yeah.
And we're too close to extraction to try to risk that, I think.
Well, you know how river crossings go.
Yep.
To the untrained eye, water depth and speed can be dangerously deceiving. Friction created by soil, rock, and debris slows the water along the riverbed and shoreline. These differing water surfaces, called laminar flows, mean your feet can have good traction on the river bottom, but your knees will take the full brunt of the force of the current, which could knock you over. Forging a river becomes an extreme balancing act with each step. Equipment and clothing increases surface area and makes the struggle to stay upright even more difficult. The brothers won't risk crossing the river until their safety is guaranteed, which could be miles downriver.
Well, you know what option B is?
Option B is to get up elevation.
Up and around.
Yeah. Well, that's option A. The smart move is option A.
We can't walk the side anymore, we're out of room.
Yeah.
So let's get up top.
Yep.
And see if we can't see down. It looks like it's a valley.
Yep. Well, in these valleys, like if you look at it, see how it opens up. Usually when they open up, at least there's some braids, generally they braid out. So we bust up top there, get some elevation, maybe find either another spot to cross or hopefully it actually braids out and we can
get across
scoot across it. So
Okay.
get up here.
We're getting closer. Oh yeah, that's it right there, man.
Yeah, that'll work. It's braiding out a little bit.
Yeah, much better decision to get up here and take a look at it than trying to cross that.
Oh,
That would have been a disaster.
yeah, it would have.
That's extraction.
That's it.
Way down there, but we can make it, man.
There, that's all. We're making pretty good time so far. Just keep rolling.
Let's get there before dark.
Yeah.
Don't want to be walking across rivers in the dark. All right.
Well, the decision to bail on the raft has paid off. So far, we're making good time. We're actually going a lot faster than we were in the raft. Walking's not too bad. A little bit of gravel, a little bit of broom, but overall not bad, eh?
No, so far so good. I'm in. I mean, it's not exactly the nice comfy ride of a boat, but it wasn't a comfy ride anyway.
If it's comfy, should be doing it. Yeah, that's a deal. Be cruising down this thing, we'll be out of here in no time. Get to extraction, get set up, settle in for the night, wait on the chopper, because we are almost out of here. You good?
Good.
Okay, we're good. Let's roll.
Looking back on it, man, that's the worst thing I ever had in my life.
I puked from eating.
A billy goat.
I literally have an iron stomach, and I puked. Like it was a billy. It was so bad.
And Nanny was good though.
The nanny was
Nanny was good.
Nanny was fine.
The Nanny was great. I'm glad we had that. That got us through. We were able to stomach that, no problem. But
Probably should have killed the nanny the first go around, huh?
I wasn't up on my New Zealand yet. I had to learn the hard way.
So bad. That's it, man.
This is our flat.
It's basically right here somewhere.
Bingo.
You can land a chopper anywhere in here.
This is a nice little thing here, huh?
Yeah, man, why don't we just camp right here?
Absolutely. There's plenty of dead wood for a fire.
Yep. So
Well.
we're just fine.
I gotta say, your decision was good. We made it before dark.
Yeah, we did. On foot, too.
Well,
Okay, let's double check this.
let them know we're here
Yeah,
and ready for pickup.
yeah, we're right here. We are on the line.
The end of our journey, man.
That's it.
We did it. End of the journey.
Oh, still got a little bit of light to burn too.
Get a fire going.
Yep.
But I plan on sleeping right here. It's gonna be perfect. Like this. Man, it's been an amazing trip.
Quite the adventure, huh?
So different. New Zealand is so different, but I love it.
I was thinking the exact same thing. You know, it's just different all around. Feels different being here in the spring for us, you know.
I know.
Fall for New Zealand, obviously.
It's
but spring
turkey
for
season
us.
when we get back.
I know.
That's different.
Yeah.
Shot out of a cannon. Shower first or eat first?
Ooh, shower.
Shower.
I stank. Shot out of a cannon, what are you gonna eat first?
Oh, see. I always crave buffalo wings and pizza. Every single time.
Same. Wings and pizza.
I don't know what it is.
I know. T-minus 13 hours. Wings and pizza.
Well,
I'm glad it's not goat.
dropped in New Zealand is coming to a wrap.
Comes to an end on a bright sunny morning. A better way to get extracting on a day like today.
This day is always bittersweet because when you're in the heart of it, it's going so fast and you don't really realize how fast it's going.
It's been a long journey since we got started in here, but it's been worth it. You know, if there's one way I could sum this trip up, it's basically the unknown.
This terrain has proven to be the most difficult terrain I've ever had to hunt. Some of the steepest canyons, some of the sharpest rock.
But we thrust ourselves right into the middle of it. It spit us out on the other end a couple of weeks later, and we're better for it.
As I sit back and kind of think about things and how it has all come together, we've seen absolutely everything that New Zealand has to offer, from weather to mountains to whitewater, and we conquered.
Coming
Rock and roll, man. Here we go.
My brother and I are blessed to do this together.
There's a lot of different things that happen during this trip, the highs and lows, and just like anything, we fight through it, try to figure it out, and at the end of it, you've got one awesome adventure.
And really, that's what it's about.
You know, it just all depends on what you measure success by. You know, for Chris and I both, we measure it by what we learn and what we endure and what we go through when we're out here.
We did it. New Zealand is a success. I'm gonna miss this place.
Keep your eye out for brown trout. I still can't believe we went that far for a pig. Yeah. God, is this place ever gorgeous. Not a bad place to spend a few weeks.